Hey! Hi, my name is Morgan. Thank you for clicking on this video, and today we're going to be picking my March TBR. So last month I really went with like a romance TBR because it's February, month of love, and this month honestly, I don't know. I'm feeling picky but not at the same time. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't really have like a clear direction of where this TBR is going to go, so we're going to use the TBR jar and we're going to pick our TBR. And I did do little 4-leaf clovers. I'll show you. All of my little prompts are on little 4-leaf clovers. I just thought that's cute. I think like every month I'll probably do like a themed TBR jar like this. And I only have 10, and that way like each month I can kind of switch them out. Because some of these I put in here with specific books in mind because that's just how I am. I'm a mood reader. I only have 10 prompts in here and we're going to be picking 6 books, so I'll use the rest of the 4 prompts later throughout the month when I don't know like what book to read. I'll just use it and like make myself read it. But for today we're going to pick 6 and we're just going to go off of the prompts and pick my TBR for February. Nope. For March. Like I said, I really don't know what I'm in the mood for. I want to do definitely some fantasy because last month I didn't do any fantasy. And then just kind of see where we go from there. So I guess we'll start. I'll pick the first prompt. These always make me nervous. I don't know why. Like, I get to still choose. Okay. Prompt number 1 is a book with a person wearing green. So that's gonna be kind of hard. I have to check all these. One moment. No. Yes, but no. I actually have 2 options for this one, which I was surprised by. But we have We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. I'm not quite sure. But you can see this person right here is wearing green. I don't know if you can see that, but she's wearing a green jacket. And then we also have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. They're both kind of wearing clothes that have green on them. So I feel like this counts as well. I don't know. Very different. Very different. I honestly don't even really know what We All Looked Up is about. It is at once troubling, uplifting, scary, and heart-wrenching. Do I need that right now? I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know. I want to read Wildfire. It's this like second in the Maple Hills series. Icebreaker is the first one, and then Wildfire. But I don't know if I'm like in the mood for this right now. So I'm kind of leaning towards We All Looked Up just because I've had this on my TBR forever. And I feel like if I don't read it soon, like I'm never going to read it. And I need to like declutter it. So I kind of want to give it a shot. So I think I'm going to go with We All Looked Up. It says, they said the asteroid would be here in 2 months. They gave us 2 months to... Nope. They gave us 2 months to leave our labels behind. 2 months to become something bigger than what we'd been. Something that would last even after the end. 2 months to really live. So maybe it's like dystopian kind of. I don't know, but I think I'm going to put on the TBR. We'll see if I actually read it, but the first one is We All Looked Up. I feel like that's good. Like, I did not see myself reading this anytime soon, but now that the prompt picked it for me, I should read it. So let me put this back. Okay, next prompt. Oops, I got like 16 out of this. Okay, next prompt. A book with green on the cover. As you can see, I kind of leaned into the March theme. So another book with green, but this can just be green on the cover. So I feel like we have a lot more to work with here. So let me go look. What do I... Okay, we have 2 really good options for this one. Both of these are books I really want to read. So we have Never by Jessa Hastings. It's kind of like a Peter Pan retelling, and there's lots of green. Or we have Powerless by Lauren Roberts, again with the green. I don't know. I really want to read both, but I think I'm going to pick Powerless. I don't know. Powerless, I've just heard like so much about it. I think it's like... I know it's enemies to lovers romantasy, which is like, I really kind of want that right now. But I think this is the one people say is kind of like the Hunger Games. I could be completely wrong. But It says hunted, hunter, destined for each other. And then some other things. I don't really like to read the back all the time. I like to be surprised. And then never, like I said, all I know is it's a Peter Pan retelling. Which I'm sure this one's really good. And I want to read this one too. But I think I might go with Powerless. I just really want to read it. And it kind of is giving March with like all the green, like kind of like four-leaf clovers, even though most of them aren't any four-leaf clovers. But I really want to read this, so I think we're going to pick Powerless because I don't want to like regret not picking it. So yay, Powerless, we have our second book. I've heard so many good things about this too, so like I'm itching to read it, but maybe we'll pick Never for a different prompt. That would be great, but I don't know. Let me put it back. I feel like this is going like pretty easy. Like I'm picking them pretty quick. Okay, third book. I mean third prompt, well, same difference. Okay, a new to you author. Well, that's like a lot. There's a lot of new to me authors, so let me go look. Oh, sorry, babe. Justa Hastings is a new to me author. I've never read Justa Hastings. Okay, for this one, I'm between, so new to me author, I'm between Never by Justa Hastings because I have never read Magnolia Parks or anything by Justa Hastings. Or I'm between that and Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Yeah, by Stephanie Garber. I've never read this either, or Once Upon a Broken Heart or anything by Stephanie Garber. So I'm like, ooh, these are two fantasy series. This isn't a series. Those are two fantasy books I really want to read. This one I really want to get to because I want to finish the Caraval series just so I could start the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I really want to read that. But I also really want to read Never, and I feel like realistically I would read Never before Caraval. And I do want to read Never. I think I'm going to go with Never because I just think like realistically if I put Caraval on my TBR, I don't know if I'll read it. But I know I would read Never. You know what I mean? So I feel like Peter Pan vibes, the green, it's like kind of perfect for March. So yeah, I'm going to go with Never by Justa Hastings and read my first Justa Hastings book. I'm so excited. Alright. 3 more. Oh, we're already halfway done. Okay. Book with gold on the cover. We have some options. Oh no, I know what I'm going with. Let me grab it. I'm taking this prompt to mean like not literal pieces of gold on the cover because I don't think I have any book like that, but just like the color gold on the cover. So for that, I'm going to go with Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Divine Rivals duology. I don't think it's going to be more than 2 books, but I've been itching to read this literally since it came out and I still haven't read it yet. So I really, really, really want to read this month, and it's perfect because it has gold on the bottom. And this cover's pretty. And this cover is so beautiful. It is from the UK. And I also have the US cover and it has gold on it too, but I just grabbed this one since it was facing out. And I'm so excited to see like where the story goes. Like the way the first book ended, I need to know. So I'm excited to read this month. I feel like all of my choices are coming like pretty easily this month. Alright. We got some thick books on the TBR. Okay, we just need 2 more. Okay. A book and a genre you don't usually read. Well, I don't know. I don't have too many books on my physical TBR that are genres I don't usually read. But I guess I could go with Heartstopper. It's a graphic novel, which I've never read one. So this is like a genre I don't usually read. This was my sister, she gave it to me. And I think this could be like a quick read to add on to the March TBR and just see if I like graphic novels. And if I do, like she has the rest of the series so I can continue it. But I have been wanting to like try something new. So I think we'll go with Heartstopper. I don't know. I don't have any other options. I mean, I do, but I just know I'm not going to read them. I feel like this I would realistically read this month. So we're going to add Heartstopper to the TBR. And maybe if I finish it, I can watch the show because it's also a Netflix show. So that'd be pretty cool. Okay, we have 1 more book. Let's see. A book with a one-word title. Well, we could have done never, but that's okay. One-word title. Let me look around. Oh, duh. Okay, I'm gonna go with Caraval by Stephanie Garber because it's literally the only one-word title I could find. Actually, that's just completely false. There are one-word titles that I have, but none of them are ones I want to read. I really want to read Caraval, and I wanted to pick this earlier, so now I can pick it because it's one word. And I am like truly wanting to start this trilogy so I can get to the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I'm just scared, like I feel like I'm gonna think this one is slow, and like this trilogy is so slow that I'm like, ugh, just gonna be like waiting till I can get to Once Upon a Broken Heart. But I've heard like you should really read this trilogy before Once Upon a Broken Heart. I debated on not doing that, but I think I'm just gonna read this first. And obviously if like I hate this book and I DNF it or something, then I'll just jump to Once Upon a Broken Heart. But I do want to give it a proper chance and at least try reading it before just jumping into Once Upon a Broken Heart. And a lot of people do say like you should read this first, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put this one on the TBR and hopefully read it this month. So I feel like that's a pretty good TBR. I mean, a lot of them are fantasy, but like I said, last month I didn't have any fantasy on my actual TBR, so I've been itching for it. So we All Looked Up, Powerless, Never, Ruthless Vows, Heartstopper, and Caraval. I feel like they all kind of have a similar vibe, like they're all black or pink, or like kind of red. But yeah, this is my March TBR. I hope you enjoyed watching me pick my TBR. I know it's kind of quick. I just like made my decisions pretty quick this time. You never know how it's gonna be, and hopefully I read a majority of these. Last month I think I did 8 books on my TBR and I did not get to all of them. So this month I'm trying to cut back a little bit and just do 6 and see if I can get to all the books on my TBR. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you really soon with another video.